Morning everyone, welcome back to another CYT-Crypto episode. My name is Stephen Aitchison, and today we'll be looking at the markets in general. We'll be looking at the positive news that's coming out about crypto in general in the kind of mainstream media and what that kind of means for us. So I think we kind of know what it means for us, but I'm not on screen. Why am I not on screen? Okay, something not quite right here. 1 second, everybody. Right, there I am. I thought there was something wrong with the camera there. We're all sorted. Hopefully, are we sorted? Yes, we are. We're all sorted. Excuse me. Okay, we'll start again. Good morning, everyone. Welcome to CYT-Crypto. My name is Stephen Aitchison. And today we're going to be talking about the markets in general and why there's positive news in the crypto space, and we'll look at Bitcoin and we'll look at a couple of charts as well and see what's happening in general in crypto. So crush the likes, everybody. If you like these videos, hit the like button and subscribe button and the notification bell as well. A wee sip of coffee. I've just made my coffee there. Alright, I'm just going to see if we're live and up and running. We are indeed, so just jump over to the chat just now. We've got in Marcus Jafari is in the house. Welcome to you. Philly W is in. Welcome to you, buddy. Scottish Bull is back with us. Morning, guys. I seen that you joined the Telegram group. That was brilliant. RC, crush the likes. Crush those likes, everybody. Elastor listed on KuCoin with more to come. Yeah, I know you've been talking about Elastor, Scottish Bull. So that's good. Hopefully it's gone up for you. Martin Sonia's in the house. Chris Noble is back with us. We've got the kind of Scottish posse in the house. Tony Fernandez is in. Relts, Stephen Huggins, Liam Hunt, Errol Suleiman, Mark Innes, Honest Crypto Journey, Jacob Hopkins, Rob Taylor is with us. Good morning to you. Gethin Davis, George Charles, Hector Carbajal, Debbie Claydon is with us. Welcome to you. Alex Jug is in the house. Okay, I'll get to your kind of comments before. Stephen Huggins is saying morning. Lots to be excited about in the crypto world. I think there is. It's much more positive, obviously, with the kind of Bitcoin going up. I think it's hit its resistance level just now, around about 6,800. I think we're going to see a small pullback to maybe 6,500. Not a bad thing, and then it's going to go through 6,800, through 7,000, and then we're going to start to go up from there. That's just my thoughts just now, but we'll have a look at the charts as well. So first of all, we'll just have a look at what's going on in the world of crypto. Market capitalization of $270 billion. That's $270 billion traded worth. That's not what's in the market just now, but it's $270 billion traded, which is good. So that's gone up by about 15 billion. BTC dominance is slightly down to 42.5%. And everything is green at the moment. Not everything, but most things are green. Bitcoin up 5%, 6,706 just now, which is good. So we'll have a look at some of the winners. 10x jumped yesterday big time. There was a news story on that. I've got that much kind of tabs open just now for news stories. But there was a news story about that. So I've not even looked. I hold 10x, but I've not even looked for the news for that, why that jumped so high. But I've seen a news story this morning when I was looking through the news stories about some kind of Korean something. It just sparked. I can't remember. I'll need to kind of look for it again. Power Ledger's up 24%. Dogecoin is up. Loom Network, Degred, Wax, PundyX is up, all in double figures. Enigma, Moac, Aeon, GX Chain. Monero is up as well. They're all in double figures. So there's a lot in double figures, and there's only 3 that are down at the moment. 0x, that's because it's had a huge run up with the Coinbase listing announcement. Mixin is down 1.92%. Huobi token 0.54%. So that's something as well. There's only 3% of the top 100. We'll look at the next 100, see how they're doing. Who's kind of up and coming. Dragon Chain. That's been down for a while now. I looked at this when it was around about $1, Dragon Chain, and it's starting to go back up, which is good. There was a lot of kind of stories about Dragon Chain. few months back, but they seem to have got over that. Metaverse is up, Docademic, Bitcoin Dark, Sophia TX, never heard of that. Substratum is going up. Chainlink, Quantstamp, Bluezell, Byteballs, Byteball, Bytes, not Byteballs. And who's down? There's not that many down in the next 100 either. The Wakey Chain, Prism, Particle as well, which is a good one. Okay, so that's it. So we'll just have a go back to the chat first of all. See who's in the house. Kyle Allen is with us. Good morning to you. Mitch Dieter from South Africa. Gethin Davis saying fun day yesterday. Finally fantastic trading action. Yeah, it's been a lot of good trading action yesterday and today hopefully as well. Although BTC pulls back a bit, might not be quite as good. So I've waited on doing the calls for the premium group this morning just to see what BTC does. I thought there was going to be some good trading action. Pundy X would have been a good one yesterday, but it might come back down with BTC come back down, but we'll have a look at that and see what happens. SAFC Gaza is in the house. John Warburton, Adverhagen is in. David Schwartz, good day to you. Scottish Bull missed yesterday, guys, but I think 0x will be first listing on Coinbase when those anyone's guess. When those anyone's guess, yeah. But at least they know it's going to get kind of listed, which is good. And there's a Coinbase story today as well. They're doing a lot of good things in the cryptosphere just now. A lot of good things Coinbase are doing, and they're keeping up with their times, which is really good. Tony Fernandez, crush the likes. So crush these likes if you like these videos. Mix it Oz. Davey Stewie is in with us as well. Welcome, one of our brilliant admins. Good day, Steve, and the rest of the CYT family. Feeling better about the crypto market today? Yes, it's looking good. Mervyn Skidmore, morning Steve, morning all. Morning to you, Mervyn. Peter Dearman from Canada. Jacob, do you think token pay and Litecoin acquiring ownership in a bank is bad news for BABB? I don't know. I'm having a meeting tomorrow with BABB. So I've got a few questions, so I'm going to have a meeting with BABB tomorrow, and just to be kind of open and honest and just kind of put it out there, I'm going to have a meeting with them tomorrow and see how things are kind of progressing. So we'll see what happens. Cap Chaos is in. BTC to 7k. Yes, I definitely believe within the next week or so it's going to go up to 7k. I think it's going to pull back slightly first before it jumps up. Rachel Ken, good morning to you. Good to see you here. Peter Harding is in as well. Good morning to you. Okay, so where are we going to go? We're going to look at, I was looking at BNB, the Binance coin. I think that's going to rise as Bitcoin kind of comes down slightly. So I think BNB is going to rise slightly, but do your own research, obviously. Put your big boy pants on, big girl pants on, but it's up to 195k. It did go down to 192k, but it's coming back up slightly. Long term, Binance coin is brilliant. So I've been looking at other exchanges as well, and somebody in the premium group mentioned an exchange that I might talk about tomorrow, or do a separate video on it. But I think the exchange coins are going to do well by the end of 2018, and I definitely think Binance is going to be up there along with KuCoin shares. I've spoke about this, Buybox, Huobi token as well, and there's a few others as well. But I've been looking into one, but I don't want to kind of talk about it because I don't know too much about it yet. I'm looking into it just now for dividends. It should be good for dividends, and somebody mentioned it, premium group, but they were mentioning it too much, so they got they didn't get banned, they just got stopped from kind of entering the group for a couple of days because they were just kind of talking about it all the time. It was almost like shilling, but they're back anyway. But it looked like it looks like a good one anyway, so I'll check that out. So that's BNB, that was Binance, as I was checking just before it came on. So we'll look at the Bitcoin price. We'll look at Bitfinex. So you can see, if we go into the daily chart, actually, we'll see what we're talking about here with this kind of 6,800. And we'll kind of draw the line here. Horizontal. So round about here, we're kind of talking, that's with the wick as well, but you can see there's a clear and about here. We'll just move that over. Just make sure I'm on. I am. And we'll change that to green. I like it to be green. So you can see here there's a clear resistance line there. And kind of draw another line here. There's some kind of level of support here as well. So it's kind of trading in that kind of channel just now. So we want it to break out of 6,800. I do think it's going to come back down. I don't think it's coming all the way down to here. I think it's going to hit the 15 EMA. In fact, we'll go over to the EMA, 15 EMA one, and look at that instead. We'll look at 6 hour. So this is the Bitcoin price just now, 6,693. I do think it's going to pull back to the 15 EMA here, round about there, and bounce off that and use the 15 EMA as support. If not, the other scenario, obviously, and there's obviously always different scenarios, is it just goes through 6,800 and we blast through 7,000 as well. But I do think there's going to be a slight pullback, and there has been a slight pullback by about maybe $90 or something, as low as $100 or something. So I think we'll see a slight pullback, but it's not a bad thing. It's not, well, we're going down again, everything's going down. I don't believe that. I just think we're going to bounce off that 15 EMA, and that's why I've not made any calls today, because I do think it's going to come down slightly. If I'm wrong and it goes through 6,800, brilliant. I just don't see that happening today, but we need to wait and see what happens. We've just got a message there. Got an Amazon package arriving. Can't remember what I ordered. So that's with the Bitcoin. So it'd be good to get your thoughts on that as well. Are you trading? Are you kind of holding Bitcoin just now? Are you kind of going short? What are you doing? It'd be good for a short if you're into shorting. I generally tend not to short. I don't know why I'm averse to shorting. Probably because I'm not using BitMEX or anything. If I had a BitMEX account and I was really kind of into kind of shorting, and obviously as a trader you should be shorting as well as going long as a trader, but we tend to go long generally when we're trading. When most people tend to go long, but if you're a real trader, you should be going kind of short as well. But I've not got the BitMEX account purely because I've not taken the time to look at how to use it properly. I don't want to go into something blindly, so I will get a BitMEX account and will kind of short and go long as I see opportunities with Bitcoin as well. Let's go back to some comments. Rachel Ken, parabolic BTC move expected by some after 6,800. I do believe that. I think if we get through $6,800, I think we're going to shoot through $7,000, and then it's going to be a big move from there. We don't want it too quick. If it goes too quick, it means people are going to get out of alts and go into BTC. We just want a slow, steady rise. We don't want that parabolic move, because it just means there's going to be a parabolic downturn as well. So we want that slow, steady rise. But if it goes through 6,800, we're going to crash through 7,000, and then hopefully a slow, steady rise up to $40,000. $40,000. That'd be fantastic. Davey Stew, we need to break 6,800. We do. That's the kind of key resistance line there. And we kind of showed you that here. The key resistance line on the daily chart we'll just look at is definitely 6,800. And we just look at that there. So it's round about there. So that is key resistance there. So we need to break that, but you can see we're kind of touching it and coming down, touching it, coming down, and then we're coming back up again. So I think we're going to break through that, hopefully this week. I think it's going to be this week sometime. I don't think it's going to be today. I think we're going to pull back over the next couple of days. But we'll need to wait and see what happens with that. But all in all, it's still looking really, really positive. Really positive. Andy Grant's in the house. Morning to you. Litecoin is still a brilliant price. Litecoin is a brilliant price. As is Neo. Neo's gone up as well. I think it's about $37. Just now we'll just take a look at a few of the ones as well. So Neo, we'll just look at USDT. $36 has come back down to, but it was up to about, well, that was $43. That's on a daily chart. Just look at the 6 hourly. I like the 6 hourly chart. $36.40. It was up to $37.94. So it's coming back down slightly, and I think it'll come down slightly with the Bitcoin price coming down, and then it'll shoot back up. I fully expect Neo to kind of shoot up for the long term as well. Obviously in tune with Bitcoin as well. Other ones are looking. Where's ADA just now? ADA Tether. 15 cents just now, so that's rising. That's gone up. 13's gone up 20% or something. 15% from its low, which is good. Expect that to kind of go up as well. And we'll look at Litecoin, LTC, USDT. We'll not look at Kraken. Coinbase price, $82 at the moment. So it's looking good on the charts, looking really good. I do expect it to come down. As I said, I think all the kind of bigger ones like Neo and Ethereum and all that will come down as well, but very temporary. And 473 for Ethereum has been as low as 417, so that would have been a good price to get in round about the bottom there. If you called that, well done. That's good as well. Back to the comments. Cole Phillips, good morning to you. Good to see you here. Have any of you guys looked into Deep Brain Chain or Matrix AI? Not really, to be honest. Switch are real promising Chinese projects. Not looked at. We've looked at it, but we've not looked deep into it to make an investment. Mark Scott, hi to you. Davey Stewart, in that particular exchange coin, I think it's great for a dividend earning daily. Yeah, so I'm speaking to kind of Dave about it. I've just kind of put a message to him in Telegram because I know he's using it. So I'll talk about it tomorrow, or I might do a separate video altogether about it because it does look promising, but I need to look deeper into it before I kind of say anything. Dominic, good morning to you. Peter Harding, first 2 quarters in 2018 have been dominated with government bans and regulation. Yeah, it definitely has. And that's that's a good segue into kind of what we're going to be talking about. So there's news of it. Well, so I was looking through the news this morning. I've gone to kind of cryptopanic.com. This is a brilliant site. So I'm going to cryptopanic.com and kind of look at the hot news that's kind of out over the last 24 hours since I've kind of looked at it. And this is where I get all the news. It's an aggregated news site for everything crypto. So it's a brilliant site. If you want to check that out, I would definitely recommend cryptopanic.com. But some of the news that's out was all positive. I was really happy to see there's a lot of kind of positive news out. So billionaire Stephen Cohen invests in cryptocurrency hedge fund. So Stephen Cohen, the founder of Point72 Management, is reportedly jumping on the crypto bandwagon with his first investment in a crypto hedge fund, Autonomous Partners. Cohen would be investing in the crypto hedge fund through his private investment vehicle, Cohen Private Ventures. So I thought that was the first kind of piece of good news that I'd seen as well. So there's more and more people that the rich of the world are coming into the crypto space or looking at the crypto space seriously as an investment vehicle, and Stephen Cohen is one of them. Forbes, they had an article out. Is it going to show me? Is it not showing me? No, 1 sec. So good crypto, bad crypto, blockchain projects gaining legitimacy while spawning an underground. I'll get rid of that. So it was a relatively positive article. What I'm going to do is I'm going to list all the articles I'm talking about here on it, so I don't want to go into depth, but it basically says the cryptocurrency ecosystem is diverging into an increasingly transparent, well-regulated space and an unregulated crypto underground likely to be exploited for illicit activity in the dark web. Recently I spoke on a panel that included the Chief Compliance Officer of Bittrex, one of the largest US-based cryptocurrency exchanges, who implied that this divergence will take place in the next several years, but is happening now. So this is Forbes, it's saying this is a well-regulated space, but it's also talking about an unregulated crypto underground. You're going to get that everywhere. They're still banging on about kind of being used for criminal purposes and stuff like that, which is a lot of garbage, because fiat is used for criminal purposes, gold is used for criminal purposes, it's just everything's used for criminal purposes. So I don't know why they're still banging on about that. But the fact that it says a well-regulated space It's what caught my eye as well. So that was coming from Forbes as well. SA Purple Group confirms adding cryptos to its online trading platform. So South African financial company Purple Group has confirmed the addition of 2 cryptocurrencies, Bitcoin and Ethereum, to its online trading platform. So according to a representative, the decision came in response to strong demand from clients earlier this year, and the move has expanded the trading options for South Africans, many of whom, according to a recent study, still believe a lot of money can be made from crypto investments. So that was another piece of good news as well, and I'll give you the link for that article. And this was one, India has been in and out of crypto, or the Indian government has been in and out of crypto for a while, but India's central bank spells out crypto objections as panel readies regulations. So Reserve Bank of India, which admitted last month that it clamped down on cryptocurrencies without much discussion, has expanded on its objections as a government panel considers a draft of regulations. So it looks like there's more news about this, but it looks like India's not going to kind of completely ban cryptocurrencies. But if we dig into this, what it's going to do is kind of look to regulate it instead, which is what everybody should be doing anyways, which kind of the UK is doing, what US is doing, what Europe's doing. So it's only kind of proper that they do that as well. And this is Bloomberg article. Bitcoin set for biggest gain in 2 weeks as cryptocurrencies jump. This is from Todd White. Bitcoin headed for its largest increase in 2 weeks on Monday as major cryptocurrencies kicked off the week with a broad rally. Last week, billionaire investor, that's we're talking about Stephen Cohen there, we've just mentioned that as well. So again, it's positive news. Obviously, we can see what's happening in the markets ourselves, but it's kind of positive news that's being reported in Bloomberg as well. That was another news story. 12 billion Bitmain's second major investment in 2018 of EOS. Bitmain, the world's largest cryptocurrency company, valued at 12 billion, and a billionaire technology investor Peter Thiel have invested in Block 1 or Block.1, a development firm behind EOS. So it's developed, it's put in a lot of money into this Block.1 or Block.1. And it's the second major investment in 2 months from Bitmain. So there's more and more money coming into the crypto space. So it's all good. And with this kind of what we've been talking about, the big institutional investors getting involved in this, and the rich of the world getting involved in cryptocurrency as well. We see it coming out in the news stories just now as well. And it's looking good for Bitcoin. It's looking good for cryptocurrencies. But as I was saying yesterday, we want Bitcoin to go up steadily. We don't want a big, huge tranche of money coming in and then Bitcoin spiking up to 10,000, then 20,000, then 30,000, because that affects the alts market. So the rich people have to say, if you think about it, well, no, because we're probably more savvy than most. But if we were billionaires, would you really be investing in the likes of kind of the smaller coins? Would you really be investing in those coins? But I was going to say that, but then we probably would, because we know the value of a lot of these kind of smaller ones. But the rich people, they don't really know that much about cryptocurrency. They just know that they can make money from Bitcoin and some of the other coins as well. Bitcoin, Ethereum, Neo, kind of Cardano, just the big kind of players, Litecoin as well. So that's the ones they're going to invest in. And that's the ones that are going to go kind of skyrocketing as well. Mainly Bitcoin. Everybody wants hold of Bitcoin. There's only 21 million Bitcoin ever going to be available. To be honest, it's probably going to be less than that. It's probably going to be about 19 million by 2040 or something like that. So that's what they're going to want to get their hands on because of the shortage of supply. So it's going to give that store of value, and it's going to be valuable as well. What other news stories did I see? I've done that one. Oh, this was it. 10x price anomaly in Korea leads to market euphoria. So the price of PAYE, which is 10x, starts to look overinflated, but keeps rising due to Bithumb lockdown. So it rose by 50% overnight, standing at $1.31 in the early hours of Tuesday, and there may be no particular reason besides trading momentum. The asset has doubled its price in the past week and shows no sign of slowing down. So we're just going to look at 10x just now, because as I said, I hold 10x, but I couldn't find anything as to why it was kind of shooting up. So we'll look at PAY just now. That's on Bittrex. And that's on a 6-hourly chart. So it's still 18,000. Just now it's still way down where I got it. I think I got it at 92,000 or something. Yeah, you can still see, it's like even just now it's like a little blip. And you can see that's happening with a lot of coins as well. These kind of spikes, we see them, if we look at them on an hourly chart, we see kind of PAY on an hourly chart. You see, wow, that's a huge spike. But when you look in context and you go into a daily chart, you go, it's just a blip. It's just a blip. And I think I got in round about here, 92,000 Satoshi. So it's still got a long way to go, about 4 or 5x from where it is just now. So to me, that it was good news that it kind of went up, but to me it was like a little blip. I think I invested 3 Bitcoin at the time. This was back in August 2017. And how much was Bitcoin back in August 2017? I don't know if it goes back that far. We'll look at the daily. Oh, it does go back that far. Back in August, yeah, we're talking $3,000 for Bitcoin. So I invested 3 Bitcoin worth back in August 2017 in 10x, and I've just held it ever since. So it's good news that it's going up just now, but it's just a little blip at the moment. Okay, we'll go back to chat. See what we've got here. Bones420, Crown SK, 2 streams, does BitMEX trading and teaches TA. Since watch 300 to 7,600 you may find interesting. Right, Crown SK, 2 streams, does BitMEX trading and teaches TA. Right, give me the links for that. Bones420, is this a kind of channel on YouTube? If you want to give me the links for that would be good. 1 second. Peter Harding, once they leave the markets alone, we can see some real growth. Yes, definitely. I think we're going to see some real growth coming up very soon. I think this is the start of it, to be honest. I think there's going to be a slight pullback, but it's just going to be a little blip and then it's going to shoot up. But we'll need to wait and see. That's another kind of channel saying could be a BTC bull run. We have in Skidmore BTC, possible bear trap, pre-August the 10th. So we don't know what's going to happen on August the 10th, and I think it's going to be a bit of a disappointment. I think the SEC are probably going to come out and say, we're looking at it more seriously. I don't know if they're going to definitely give a decision. I don't know if it's definitely going to be a yes or a no. I'm just wondering if the SEC comes out. Obviously, a lot of people are saying, okay, this ETF that's coming out on August the 10th, well, it's not coming out, but the ETF, the decision is going to be made by the SEC if the ETF can be actually traded for Bitcoin, or if Bitcoin can be an ETF. If they come out and say no, I just wonder where we go from there. And so we'll have to look at both sides. I'm not just going to look at the kind of positive sides, but I just wonder where we go from there. Obviously, it's going to come out, but on August the 10th, if it comes out and they say no, will the whole market just suddenly kind of crash? If they say yes, obviously it's going to go shooting up, and people are anticipating that just now, which is probably one of the reasons why Bitcoin price is going up, and why there's a lot of the kind of, there's not exuberance, I'd just say more positivity in the market, it's more positive growth just now. So I just wonder what would happen there as well. Angelo Edwards, STQ, Costa Rica is one of the most solid projects in this space. Kind of looked at that in the past, not in depth as well. Kevin Hunt, good morning from Maidstone. Personally asked my Lloyd's bank manager why they were stopping me from buying crypto. He said that Lloyd's policy is in place because cryptos are not real currency. Unbelievable. Unbelievable why the banks are stopping people buying with their own money. With their own, and this is how the banks are. Oh, it pisses me off. Don't get me started on that. I'm not going to start. I had a rant yesterday So I'm not going to get started again. But I know it's infuriating, Kevin. Craig Knight, morning to you. Mervyn Skidmore, had the same problems in that West when I bought I Can't Believe It's Not Butter. Asked the manager if he'd heard of Goldman Sachs, LOL. I pointed out they had a BTC trading desk. It's crazy, absolutely crazy. Mark Scott, Steve, do you think the steady nature of the BTC rise recently is an indication of planned investment by the large institutions rather than normal pump tactics? I think what's driving this just now with the BTC price is investors like you and me. I don't think it's large. Well, obviously there's large institutional investors in there just now, but I think that's what's driving a lot of it because of a lot of people are anticipating the ETF, and hopefully it is going to be a slow and steady rise from the institutional investors as well. It's not going to be a huge pump because that doesn't do anybody any good, because with a huge pump obviously we get a huge downturn as well, so that doesn't do anybody good. But hopefully the institutional investors are coming in slowly, and that's making the price of BTC go up kind of slowly as well. Investors like us are kind of buying into Bitcoin as well through Coinbase, new investors coming in. And because of the more and more positive news coming out about the crypto space, there's going to be more and more new people coming in. And where they're going to go, they're probably going to go through Coinbase, which is one of the easiest ones to kind of use. So hopefully it's a combination of both. Kevin Hunt, I can buy on Cryptomate as it's going through private accounts and that they can't stop. I tried Revolut, never got the codes. I think they're overwhelmed with customers. Yeah, I've got a Revolut card as well. One of our admins, Kim, I kind of recommended that ages ago. I've got it, I've never really used it. But I think there was something with Coinbase and Revolut, they can't do it just now. I don't know what that is. I need to look into it more because I've never used my Revolut card. Where is it? So you get your card in a wee kind of pouch like this, which is quite neat. But I've never actually used it yet. So I need to get more on that and do more with that as well. Scottish Bull, are the manipulators playing more games? I seriously hope not. I seriously hope not. Black Label 46 is in the house. Welcome to you. Okay, what other news were we going to look at here? Oh, it's 10x. We've looked at that. Yeah, this is interesting. UK said to become global crypto and blockchain hub, report suggests. So the UK is well placed to become a global hub for blockchain technologies and cryptocurrencies within the next few years, according to analysts. It has all the required resources to become a global hub and cryptocurrencies. The 960-page report, authored by analytical companies Big Innovation Centre, blah blah blah, reveals that since 2017, over 500 million worth of investment has been poured into UK blockchain companies. This, combined with the UK's existing leadership in fintech, as well as industrial and regulatory support, led to the report's conclusion that the UK has the potential to become a world leader in the digital and crypto economy ecosystem by 2022. Well, the banks will need to pull their fingers out if that's going to happen, because if they're blocking the likes of small investors like you and I from kind of dealing in crypto, then you kind of got to look at that as well. But I thought it was quite interesting that they're setting themselves up. I don't know if there's going to be any tax implications on that. Are they going to change kind of tax laws on stuff like that as well, or investments? If you're investing in companies like this, are you going to get some tax breaks? So it's not going to be a global hub, I don't think, UK, unless it does change some tax breaks, or unless it just gives some tax breaks. But it was interesting to read anyway that they think that's going to happen. Jeff Kobe, it would be hard to believe that if FCC says no, they probably give somewhat of a roadmap to get legal, and that would still be good news, and we need some good news to drive the price over this resistance. I think we're going to go over this resistance anyway at 6,800, and then we're going to go through 7,000, and then we're going to go a slow and steady climb up to 8,000 before the SEC announcement. If they do the SEC announcement on the 10th, we need to wait and see what happens. Christopher Dalson, BABB are expecting to get bank licenses between 6 to 12 months away. Yep, I was saying earlier on, I'm going to be speaking to the BABB team tomorrow, just to get kind of updates on that as well for BABB. I know we've had the video updates and stuff like that, but I just had a few questions. So I'm going to be speaking to the BABB team tomorrow. So that'll be interesting tomorrow. Looking forward to that. I've spoken to them before, as you know. I've done the interviews and that as well. So we'll just look at what's up and coming just now. 1 second. Look at the flag list. Get rid of them. Go to Binance. What's looking hot? Power is still going up just now. This is on the daily chart. Look at that on the daily chart. Beautiful kind of chart there. So all the way up from 3,000 up to 5,630. So nearly 100% increase. If we kind of look to the daily chart. Look at the 6 hourly. Yeah, it's looking good. As Power Ledger. Where's the kind of high been on the daily? So where's this next point that it has to reach? So looking for a resistance of 6293. If we can break through that, looks like we're going up again, or they're going up again. 8762 will be the next obvious resistance on the daily chart. So that's looking good at the moment. That's been called a couple of times. GBT is up just now. Genesis Vision. That's up on the daily as well. That's looking good. So where's the resistance for that? And before we see a kind of pullback, we're kind of hitting resistance just now, roughly around about resistance, around about 14,268 is the resistance. So it might pull back from here. If we can break through that, then we're going up, or it's going up again. I don't say we, but it's going up again. The next obvious resistance there would be about 22,645. So if we can break through that price, then it's looking good for a bigger rise. Obviously, this is dependent on BTC rising as well, and this is why you're seeing a lot of these coins come back into play again. Loopring, they're kind of going up. That looks interesting for a rise. You can see there's 5 green candles in the daily chart there, so that looks set for a rise as well, so it looks quite good for that. Loom, this is just the kind of highest on Binance just now. Loom Network, resistance there of around 3837. So we've got about 400 Satoshi to go, which is what, about 10%, still 10% left in that before it hits resistance. So it could be good for a rise there as well. Blue Zell, 4 green candles over the 15 EMA, looking good. Resistance there, round about 5607. So looking good for another 15% as well. So it's looking good in the markets overall. I'm just going to see who's at the bottom just now. BCPT. They did have a rise. They're kind of trading sideways just now. They have been for a while. And sometimes it kind of looks as if it's going to break out. And I think I called out BCPT because it looked as if it was going to break out. It kind of did, but it didn't do much after that. It's kind of trading sideways just now. ELF, what's that doing? It's kind of steadily going up. Steadily. But it's choppy. Very choppy just now on the 6 hour. CMT. Just look at that as well. I'm just checking Binance coins just now because Binance is kind of easiest for everybody and a lot of people use it. But obviously it's good to check other ones as well. We'll just check on Bittrex, see what that's going on there. See what's the highest. It'll still be, I would imagine, PAY. Yeah, PAY is still up 17%. CMC, Crowd Machine, just taking a run up just now on the 6 hour. 350, it's nearly up 100%. 80% or something in total from yesterday and the day before. So it was at 305 and it did get up. So it did go up 100% in the last couple of days. Power Ledger is obviously up there. PAY is up. Solar Coin is up as well. THC doing well, was at the bottom. So there's no double digit bottoms in Bittrex or Binance. I'm going to put Breakout Coin. Had a history with that in the past. Red Coin. Geo. Trouble with Bittrex is sometimes it's just there's not enough volume on Bittrex, but sometimes that happens in Binance as well. Okay, that's some of the charts we kind of looked at there. Davey Stewie, make another BABB live interview. I might do that, see if Paul and Adam might be up to that, or kind of Annie as well. She's in the kind of marketing team. So I might actually do that just to give kind of updates and see if they're open to that. Philly W, is your interview with BABB going to be uploaded? I'm going to see if I can get a proper interview kind of organised to see if they want to do an updated kind of video interview. So, but I'm going to speak to it as just kind of personal tomorrow. Kyle Allen, hi Steve. Have you come across Neblidex? Worth a look. I tried to post a link but blocked it. Here is some of the blurb from the Twitter announcement. The world's first decentralized cryptocurrencies for the Neblio blockchain is now live. Do you have TRIF, QRT, PTN, BTC or Index? Trade them now on Neblidex. Never checked out Neblidex, never heard of it. Neblidex. XYZ is a new kind of DEX built on Neblio blockchain using NTP1 technology. Trade in Neblio for other cryptocurrencies with no downtime, no central server, no one owns the exchange. One critical node, this website down, the exchange will still run. Right, so it's just very new, obviously. So it's download client. So it's an actual, you have to download it. Okay. Looks interesting. Index just now for making Neblex video. Join Neblex community or Telegram to find out how. Right, only a second. Just want to see how many members I've got. Neblex community 222. Doesn't look good from there, from a social point of view. Obviously built on the Neblio. Okay, it looks interesting. We have in Skidmore just thrown it out there. Global debt is now at the same levels as 2008, and many may see crypto as a lifeboat when the next fiat crash happens. I think that's going to happen quite soon as well. Fiat and kind of stock markets as well. I think there's going to be a crash, although it's going up at the moment. I'm just waiting on signs of a big crash to kind of get in on that as well. A big fiat crash is coming this year. This will make 2000 look like a picnic in the park. What about Digibyte? Digibyte, yeah, that kind of shot up a couple of weeks ago. Wear your CYT-BABB shirt, Davey Stew. Oh, where is that? I've got that in my box again. Peter Harding prediction: Steve to be a multi-millionaire by 2023. That would be fabulous, and I would share the wealth if that happened. That's what it's all about. It's about community and sharing the wealth. And I definitely would share the wealth. I'd just put it in a fund and just distribute it all to the premium members. Black Label 46, I quite often see Wax coin jump up 8 to 10% and down the same next day. Have you looked into flipping this coin? Could be good. I've not looked into flipping it because I like coins like that where they're kind of easily tradable as long as the kind of signs for them are good. So that's on Bitfinex, Wax BTC on Bittrex, so it's on. Very choppy, if that's the same one. Just let me see if that is the same one. Upbit, Huobi. Wonder why it's not coming up there. Strange that it's not coming up anywhere, unless I've not got Huobi on here. So on Bitfinex. No, I think I've got the wrong one there. A steady rise there on Wax. Never really looked into it, but I do like coins like that. Tron is good for that as well. for trading. I like trading coins where you can go in and out and there's high liquidity as well. Paddington Bear is in the house. Welcome to you. Davey Stew, I mean during the interview with BABB, at least show them. Alright, I'm with you. I'm with you. Thanks for that, David. Pierre J, hi Steve. 0x I bought on Thursday. Excellent. Excellent. So good timing on your part as well. Okay, I think that's it for today. Just have one last look at kind of Bitcoin price. BTC. We'll go to Bitcoin dollar. 6720 is trying to make a break for 6,800. Come on. What's it been kind of highest? It's trying to reach that 6,800. So we'll see if it does that. We'll see what happens with that. Okay, I'm going to leave it there for just now. Thank you very much for joining me. How many people we got in just now? 73 people. It's brilliant that you could join me. I really, really appreciate it. Remember to hit the likes button. That's obviously going to make the channel grow. I don't even know how many subscribers I've got now. I've not even checked it. But we're nearly 3,000, I think. Are we? Are we nearly 3,000 subscribers? That's not telling me. My channel, just see how many subscribers there are just now. 2,950. It's been kind of low for a while. Well, it's been stuck on that for a while. So I might need to change something in order to get more subscribers, but it doesn't really matter about getting more subscribers. I just like the chat we have in the morning, so it's all good. Yeah, so I'll leave it there just now. Thank you very much for joining me. Really, really appreciate it. And I will see you tomorrow. Will I see you tomorrow? Thursday and Friday I'm going to be off. I'm going to be off on Thursday and Friday. Doing kind of personal stuff, so I won't be here Thursday and Friday, so I definitely will see you tomorrow. And I'll do the calls. If you're in the premium group and you're waiting on the calls, I'll put a message in the premium group about Bitcoin maybe coming back down to 6,500 roughly in the next couple of days. So I'm going to leave the calls just now just to see what Bitcoin does, and then I'll do the calls later on depending on how it goes with Bitcoin as well. So if you're waiting on that in the premium group, I definitely will do them today at some point for you. Not that you need it now, because you all know the trading with the kind of knowledge that you're gaining within the group, and you're getting more and more used to trading as well, which is brilliant to see in the group. So if you're not in the premium group, click on the link down below. You can join a premium group, which is fantastic. At $37 a month, I've got 10 calls a day, roughly the 10 best calls per day, and you get to join a premium group, and they've got an amazing group of people in the premium group, just really knowledgeable, and all they do is talk crypto. They don't talk kind of Lambos, moons and crap like that, and there's no arguing, there's no swearing in there as well, there's no religious talk, no politics. It's just all crypto stuff and a wee bit personal stuff in between, just to get to know each other. So if you're thinking about that, join us down below. It'd be great to have you in there. Okay, until next time, have a brilliant day, and I'll see you tomorrow, same time, same place. Until then, namaste. Take care. Bye now.